Yo, what's up? It's Q106's Carrie Stevens, and you know where we hang out every August. We hang out in the thriving metropolis of Battle Creek for Michigan Metal Fest. Unless you think that Michigan Metal Fest is a single day event, no, Michigan Metal Fest, it's a state of mind. It's a state of being. You need to embrace the Metal Fest. You need to be the Metal Fest. We're keeping the Michigan Metal Fest spirit going year round. And here to tell us how we're going about this breaking of the laws of time and space, I've got Steve Maple and his assistant, Ashley. How you guys doing today?
What's up, Derry?
We are doing great. How you doing?
Surly and belligerent at all times. So that's why I listen to metal, because I'm just pissed off all the time. And it's either I listen to this stuff or, there are no survivors. So let's talk about some of these cool, I like these cool specialty events that you guys have coming up here over the next few months. Obviously, Michigan Metal Fest, when we go there, it's bright. It's sunny. We're all getting melanoma together. We're sweating like pigs. It's fantastic. And but you've got some stuff to tide us over during these dark, cold winter months as well. So let's talk about Michigan Metal Fest's Dark Christmas event. Now, this is going down at the Music Factory in Battle Creek. I believe that's Saturday, December 14th, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
The
Thank you.
same it's the same day as our company Christmas party, and my boss is like, I need you to make an appearance at the company Christmas party. But I'm like, dude, there's metal thing. He's like, you're in management now, you have so Metal Mandy's going to be emceeing that on my behalf. So shout out to Metal Mandy. We love Metal Mandy to death.
All right.
So she's going to be yelling at drunk people at the Music Factory, which I like yelling at drunk people at the Music Factory too. But so let's dig into this lineup real quick. And I'm so bummed too, because I've seen only one band on this lineup before, and I've heard so many good things about Realm of Sheol. So tell me about Realm of Sheol. What can we expect? And also, am I pronouncing that right, or is it Sheol?
I have heard it both ways, but I was corrected once with Sheol, so I wanna say that I believe that's the way it is. But I will definitely correct myself if I hear otherwise from straight from the band, and I will clear it up. I'll give a live broadcast the night of the event. I'll make sure everybody knows how to pronounce this because we all need to know.
Well, exactly. You see, I'm coming at it from a Magic the Gathering standpoint. There's this card that's there's this card that's been dominating standards since the Dominaria set came out, and it's Sheldred the Apocalypse, and it's pronounced Sheol. It has the same vowel layout as Realm of Sheol or Sheol. So I guess it depends on whether the band plays Magic the Gathering. That's really what I'm banking on here. So.
Well, so we had, my old band that I used to be in was called New Skin, and it was just like that. It was like there was constantly people saying it wrong or asking how to say it. You're not saying, yeah, of course. You can't go through your day saying that name and not thinking that, Terry.
Right.
No, before we dig totally into the lineup of that, though, I do want to give a shout out since Metal Mandy is hosting this with me. That's gonna be fantastic, man. I just gotta first, you know what I gotta do, Terry. Me and Mandy go way back. I just gotta throw that out there. That is my homie from way back. She was she was definitely hands down our best Miss Michigan metal ever that we ever had during that whole run that we had for I think it was 4 years there. But she she made such a name for herself and had such a positive impact on this whole area. And she's on to doing things that she belongs doing, man. She belongs being a personality and hosting things and just being a great addition to this scene and radio and just music in general, man. Mandy, incredible. We love you.
Yeah, good people, for sure. I tell this lady every time, I'm like, lady, you showed up to this gig with all the tools you need to do it. We're just teaching you how to do it with a mic. That's really it,
Oh, absolutely. Like she came to do the Miss Michigan Metal gig, and then she's like, so what should I do? I'm like, I don't know, man. Kind of like this, and this. And she's like, well, what if I do this, and this? And we do it just perfectly like that. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Right,
And
right.
She did absolutely amazing. And I heard she's bringing back her concert calendar.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she doesn't wait to do stuff. That's the thing. That's one of the things that you look for on your squad. You need people who take initiative and who don't wait to do things. They look for the opportunity to do things and then just do the thing, right? You got to have that, this whole ecosystem, this whole ecosystem does not work if you just wait to be discovered. And I mean, dude, you've been doing the Michigan Metal Fest thing for a hot minute, and you got bands sliding into your DMs usually the week of the show. Hey, how could I get on the fest? Well, like, bro, if I'm only hearing of you the week of the show, you're way too late on that. And like what I tell people, because I get similar questions like, hey, how do I get my song on? How do I do this? How do I do that? I'm like, you cannot wait to be discovered. You have to make a noise that cannot be ignored. That's the deal. That's how you do it. And that's what our girl Mandy does, man. She shot her shot, she pulled the trigger, rode the bullet, and look at her now. She's kicking ass and taking names. She's on the #1 morning show in Calhoun County, like crushing it. Now, granted, she has to listen to tractor rap and farm emo when she does it, but hey, gig's a gig, right? But all right, now her ears are burning. Her head is going to inflate 1,000-fold here. So we got to talk about this show, and I want to know about some of the extracurricular activities in this show. But music's what brings people to the party. So tell me about Realm of Sheol, Realm of Sheldred the Apocalypse.
These guys are awesome, man. She's actually grabbing a flyer from there right now. But these guys they got 2 vocalists, and one of them is Natalie McKay.
Oh, love Natalie. She's the best.
Yeah. So, we can go ahead and throw some huge love toward Natalie right now, because she's not only the lead vocalist of Realm of Sheol, but she's also the lead vocalist of
Filth Spewer.
Filth Spewer. Yeah. Can't believe it slipped my mind from me. I love those guys. They actually have my favorite hot sauce I've ever eaten too. Like, that doesn't have anything to do with their music, but
It's pretty good.
I have to throw it out there, man.
Cross branding, you got to have that cross branding. Absolutely. Yeah, Natalie's good people, man. So stylistically, Realm of Sheol, like, I'm very familiar with Phil Spewer. We play him on the Nightmare all the time. Realm of Sheol, and this is a thing, like, bands. Seriously, I'm easy to find on the internet. Send me your stuff. Good Lord, what are you waiting for?
Yes, I did.
Right. Yeah, we play Kill.
And I can do it. Anybody can do it.
Right. Exactly. So
I was born with
stylistically,
that brain thing.
right. So Realm of Sheol versus Filth Spewer, stylistically, what's the point of obviously 2 vocalists in Realm. So, like, but also stylistically, how else do they differ from Filth Spewer?
That in itself is a very big differ, because the other vocalist sings they basically both sing through the whole set. So they have these 2 different vocal styles going through the whole thing. It's really cool. And then I would say that, and they can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Realm is a little bit more technical, a little bit more lore. Methodical a little bit.
Yeah,
So
Phil
I
Spewer is
think
just
that
nasty. Phil Spewer is like, we're going to make you hate everything.
and they do good at it.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I love putting both of them on anything. Man, I love putting those guys on events. Very
yeah.
grateful people, really courteous to work with. They're really good at promoting. So nothing but good things to say about those guys.
Word up. All right, let's talk Pharohhound. So this is a new one for me. Is this right away, is this like Nile? Is this like Michigan's answer to Nile? Is it going to be Egyptian stuff all the way down? Like when Nile releases a new album, you know what it's going to be about.
Pharohhound is very heavy, man. It's very like kind of beat down, just nasty riffs punching you over and over again in the face. The vocals are brutal, man. They're one of the bands that got like 1 million+ views on American Mosh Pits when they came out and filmed in 2023. So one of the videos they put out, 1 or 2 of them they put out from them guys, just a mosh video from our small stage. Even it was when we had that small crappy stage the year before.
Oh man,
but for whatever reason, people went nuts on that video, man. And but they're a good band, I think they're out of Indiana.
They're close.
So we wanted to pull people that we know that our people have liked, but they don't get a chance to necessarily see all the time.
Right on.
We try to do a lot of that.
Plus, we're just trying to fill this lineup is always what Steve tries to make the most brutalist of the year, because everything's kind of light and fluffy for Christmas. So we like to take it very dark.
Yeah, ain't no Mariah Carey up in this one. With that said, you have the most aggressively Catholic band in the metal scene today. Like, I was raised
Yeah,
Catholic, so Voluntary Mortification, these guys are showing up wearing Crusader stuff, and I'm
right.
like, what are we taking back the Holy Land? What are we doing here, boys? So,
They're like belligerently good, right?
right, right. Like, I feel like I'm
Maybe.
back in I feel like I'm back in catechism class, but there's more mosh pits involved.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love these guys, man. Connor is an absolute beast. Like this guy not only is nuts on stage, and I don't know if you've ever watched them or caught some of their music. Definitely catch them live if you can, man, because they will put on one of the best shows you've ever seen. And talented, man. These guys are incredible musicians. And Connor is a phenomenal vocalist, man. And they will straight sell some tickets for a show, man.
Mm.
These guys are a band. They're like, are tickets for sale? You know, like, do we sell tickets? They're right there on the forefront where bands are like, do we have to sell? You know, some bands, do we have to sell tickets? These guys are like, do we get to sell tickets?
Hmm.
Because
Right on.
they're just on it. They were ready to show what they got. And, you know, when we have bands sell tickets at shows, they make money off of it. You know?
No, yeah, absolutely.
So they're like, hell yeah, dude, we'll sell as many as we can at this. And they do. You know, they're one of those bands that just I'm really impressed with all around, man. That's why they're on there.
Yeah, and if you're studying up for like, seminary or your theology degree, they'll talk with you about that after the show too. So you really get to tick a lot of boxes when you go to a voluntary mortification show. Now, the next band on this lineup has my favorite name on the lineup. Let's get into I Bet. I mean, it's just fun to
I
say their name,
I
man.
I bet, man. Yeah, no, these guys are great, man. These guys are um a different swing. Did you listen to them?
I checked out a couple of tracks. They were recommended to me by our headliners, who we'll get to in just a sec. They're like, nah,
All
bro,
right.
if you like what we do, you're gonna love what these dudes do. I mean,
I'm
again,
excited.
yeah, just the name alone. Like if you see if you see a band's name as I Bet, it's like I got to listen to this at least once to see what it's about, right?
Oh, yeah, bet.
There you go. You know what's up. You know what's up. These got to be Southern boys too. You don't have a name like I Bet unless you're a Southern boy.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, they're from the inner city Chicago,
Oh, well, that's south of here. That counts.
you know, and these guys give me this vibe of like Beastie Boys on like you know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
Beastie Boys times 10 and heavy.
All right.
Um,
What if they're
yeah.
Bears fans? They got a lot of aggression to work out this year because it ain't been pretty.
Every
It
year.
ain't been pretty. So, sorry, boys. That's just how it works out sometime. There's no mercy in Dan Campbell's dojo. He is just up. The Lions are pub stomping the entire NFC North. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I see that, man. These
Right.
guys are killing it.
All right,
Yeah.
let's get on to our headliner here. You know them, you love them. They have been a fixture touring the metal circuit up here. Autumn Lies Freaking Buried, my dude. These guys, I mean, I've never seen them put on a bad show. Their production, their everything has stepped up every single time I've seen them, and just absolute fire headlining at Dark Christmas. So we know the score with Autumn Lies Buried. Good Lord. We play them on the Nightmare on the regular. So but let's talk about some of the extracurricular activities at Dark Christmas, because like this isn't just this isn't just like your average metal show. Show up, mosh, go home. So tell me about some of the extracurriculars going on at this event.
Well, I'm gonna let Ashley tell you a little bit about that.
So I get really stoked, Terry, about Christmas because it's one of our largest giveaways. So we have some of the coolest sponsors. We have some of the coolest, heavy hitters locally that want to help out and they want to donate stuff and they want to make sure that everybody that walks through the door gets a door prize. So like Andy from my merch guy is going to be showing out. Two Kings Glass will probably send some stuff up. We've also got some stuff that'll be coming from Dark Side Acres. And then we also, almost every single Michigan Metal Fest show, so this is all for you needle junkies out there in a good way. Wayward
Say, let's
Tattoo.
clarify needle
Yeah, that went south fast.
Disclaimer.
spam.
We have a show for
Records
all
are
you needle junkies out there.
records are tattoos. That's the only possible interpretation of that. All right, now that the feds are off of our back, something for the needle junkies.
Wayward Tattoos giving away tattoos at the next 2 shows. So
No. Every show we
every
have,
show.
Wayward Tattoo will be giving away a free tattoo from now on.
Nice, very cool.
So we have a $150 tattoo that'll be given away at each one of these events leading up to Metal Fest. And then at Metal Fest, it'll be a $500 tattoo.
Ooh, sick. You can get some pretty dope work done for 500.
Yeah.
That ain't
These
bad.
guys are skilled, man. Top level. Here, I just got
I was going to say, show it off.
Oh, very
yeah, boy.
Get that branding over. Hell yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's Kill Crown for anybody wanting to know. Kill Crown.
Michigan
Death Corps outfit.
There you go. There you go. Well, dude, that sounds like a phenomenal time. Saturday, December 14th, all ages show, as metal shows should be, man. When I lived in central Wisconsin, they did not do all ages shows for a long time, dude. And I'm like, I moved there from Cincinnati, dude. I saw all of my favorite bands when I was a kid, dude. I saw Pantera, I saw Sepultura, saw Slayer. All of these are all ages shows, dude. So I appreciate you guys keeping that ethos intact right here in Michigan, man. Hell yeah.
You just got to have an adult if you're under 18, man. We want to make sure you're safe. Big shout out to BMF Security for making sure that everybody stays safe and having a good time at every one of our events. These guys don't miss. They absolutely shell out all of the good protection and all of the good. You just feel good around these guys, man. You don't feel like there's a team just ready to kick out bad guys. They're just there. They're there to try to keep you there. You know.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, bad security will ruin a good show, but you guys got good security. There you go.
Yeah. And Michigan Metal Fest Committee, that's probably our favorite aspect after the show is to see all of the videos of kids learning how to mosh, headbang, and crowd surf. Like, we get the best videos and pictures of these kids coming out and throwing down, and more importantly, their parents and other members of the metal community or metal family showing them how it's done, and in a respectful way and in a safe way. And that's just, that's why we do these shows. So
hell yeah, man. I go to a lot of shows just on a professional basis, and I talk with a lot of security peeps, and they'll tell you country shows are the worst. Everybody wants to fight. Everybody's way overserved. Everybody pre-gamed way too much. And then you go to a metal show and these security guys, the ones who don't know, they're like, oh, what's this going to be like? And they're like, oh my God, these metal people are so nice. It's terrific. Yeah, they look like they're wailing on each other, but no, it's like pro wrestling. They're pulling the punches. It's fantastic.
We have such an amazing record at our shows. So few fights or really anything. I think we had a guy roll his ankle a couple years ago in the mosh pit. And then there was a guy who was swing punching around and he broke a guy's nose.
Doing the karate kicks in the pit. Yeah, I love that. That's a trend I don't hate at all.
No, me either. We had to boot him out. We had to let him know, that, we love you still, bud, but you got decisions you make in life, and swinging your arms around in any public location.
Yeah,
eventually.
Yeah, dude, keep Mortal Kombat on the console, not in the mosh pit, dude. Come on, man. We ain't trying to throw Hadoukens in there. Just do the thing.
Yep.
Oh, one more thing about the Christmas event is there is Pixel Page Photography is also giving away a free photo shoot.
Oh, rad. Okay, very cool.
Packages. So we have a bunch of cool things that we're doing for that. Yeah, it's going to be sweet. Last year we sold this event out. So we're really hoping to have another packed house this year. So if you guys are looking for tickets to that, make sure to go to MichiganMetalFest.net and pick up tickets for that and any of our events, as well as some cool merch. We're about to have Black Friday sale, 50% off all of our hoodies and last year's event shirts. So you guys can get those for like a stupid price.
Oh, that's dope, dude. And I got to tell you, Michigan Metal Fest merch designs, they look dope as hell. And dude, tickets are only $20 for this thing. That is a screaming good deal. We are going to get to the next event on the Michigan Metal Fest calendar right after this break. Insert commercial here. Okay. And we're for real. We got to do that now. So we're back with Steve Maple and Ashley from Michigan Metal Fest. Now, you've heard about Dark Christmas. That's coming your way Saturday, December 14th. But after the new year, once it's 2025, Michigan Metal Fest ain't done, not by a long shot. On February 8th, we are back at the Music Factory in Battle Creek for the Metal Family Gathering. So, fam, first of all, I just want to make sure this is very, very clear. Is this juggalo stuff? Because as soon as you say gathering, right away, people start shouting whoop whoop and throwing Fago. It's just part of the gig. So is this juggalo stuff?
I want to make one thing very clear, Terry. You can use the word gathering, and you can use it anytime you want to in your life. And it doesn't have to be.
It's okay.
No, we're okay with that.
Yeah, we're all right
we
with
want
that.
this to not emulate by any means, but it can resemble the enthusiasm.
Exactly.
That goes
The
into,
passion. There it is.
yes.
I was kind of surprised, Terry. So when we kind of shopped this idea around about this time last year, is when we unveiled this as a new club show for Michigan Metal Fest. And I just did a Google search and was like, I'm sure there's a metal family gathering, right? Like there had to be the family gathering. And nothing popped up. And I was like, sold. It's mine. I want it. We're taking it. And it should be something where just everybody comes together after the long holidays of dealing with all of your, brethren that you
The
have
family
to.
you didn't want to hang out with. You can say it. You can
Come
say
and hang out with us.
We also invite a few people that we know have just been working really hard all year in the music industry. That's kind of a discreet thing that we do. We don't necessarily put that out there or who the people are necessarily, but we invite some people from other bands, other companies that are out there grinding all year. And, when they're at a show, usually all they can do is work. So we put them there and we show them a good time. And
do you take their phones away? do you have phones in the bowl? This is an off night, okay?
It is hard to get a lot of us industry people to stop working, but it is an opportunity for us to invite back some bands and some of people in their camps that we're close with and that we work with a lot behind the scenes, and get them to come out and have a beer and a taco, or I think this year we're going to have Fat Axe, which is an amazing burger truck that we've had featured at multiple shows and at Michigan Metal Fest.
They'll make themed burgers.
Yeah,
they did a Kill Crown burger one year, amazing.
Nice.
Yep.
I think they did some at Metal Fest last year.
They did 2 years ago. They were actually my VIP vendor as well. So they're amazing people. But it's a way to get some of these people to come out, have a beer, have a burger, enjoy some music. Steve's not playing this year either on the lineup, so he gets a chance to do a little bit of relaxing, and maybe we'll even get his kids up there and get them moshing and stuff like that. And it's really just it's got family right in the word, right? So we want you to bring, all ages up there, get them moshing, get them hanging out. I'm really excited. These two shows, for me are like right behind Metal Fest, where I just get really stoked in office for them. I love promoting them. I love getting all the little swag bags and gifts and working with you guys and the sponsors. So yeah, Metal Family Gathering. It is a time for us to gather, and I'm super pumped.
I dig it. I dig it. It's kind of funny that my brain went to Juggalo stuff first instead of Magic the Gathering. There really should be a damn. I got to find more bands that play Magic so that I can smoke them on the battlefield. That needs to be a part of this gig. So let's talk about the lineup here. So StrandedBeneath, walk me through them. What's the recommended if you like for this band?
I would say if you like, oh man, this guy, when I heard these guys, they kind of got a metal-ish, like it's very metal, but it's kind of got
I would
this
hope so.
rockish element in it too,
Okay.
like It reminds me a lot of like his vocals kind of remind me like of Randy Blythe a little bit.
Okay, right on. Little depth and
So,
roll.
yeah, so I kind of like that, and you know, it's just real good metal. They've been really defining it over the last couple years. They're a newer band from Battle Creek. They're one of the only bands really around here in this, you know, this town. I think there's less active bands than what was here 5 years ago, 5, 10 years ago, you know. But like the bands that are here, I feel like are working harder, you know, and they're able to define themselves a little bit more. StrandedBeneath is another band that works really hard and really good guys.
Right on, very cool. And Burned in Effigies. They sound like pleasant guys too, what with all the burnings and the effigies. So what's the sitch with
So
these guys?
listen to these guys, Terry. I'm gonna tell you because they are what is it? Black Dahlia Murder esque as hell.
Okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I can dig
So
that.
they're another band from Chicago. Really talented group of guys, man. Definitely 100% recommend you listen to them because I know what you like, and I know you're gonna be like, what?
All right, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Now, this next band, this is one of our buddy Metal Mandy's favoriteest bands of all time. However,
Yeah,
this band and I, we've been passing like two ships in the night. Every time they're in town, I'm already booked for some other. People are like, "Hey, man, can you come out to my show?" I'm like, "I've been booked for this thing for 6 months. So if you want me to come to your show, you really have to get with me like about
yeah.
a year in advance because I don't know. People want me to hang out at places and yell in microphones. I don't know. I hang out with myself all the time and find it dreadful, but apparently people want me to hang out at their places. I don't know.
You
But
already know about Michigan Metal Fest
I, you
2025,
on the
boys.
books, baby. You already on the books. Do what Steve does. Book me a year in advance, and then you're good to go. Like, I don't know. I'm not used to being that popular, so I don't know what to tell you. But Mantra of Morta. Now, I've seen the pics, I've seen the videos. Is this lady still hooking herself up to stuff and things?
She does occasionally. This is not a regular thing at their shows necessarily, but when they have a setup to do it and you can help accommodate with it, like if they're traveling, it makes it a lot harder, you know. So
There's like
stuff down in
scaffolding. There's like scaffolding
there is.
involved. There's OSHA
Yeah.
permits and the whole thing. So,
Yeah, you got to make sure everything is safe for them. So they will, yeah, for sure. And I've been at events where she has swung like that, man. It was captivating. Jesse and the rest of the crew from MantraOfMorta are close friends of mine. Very good people. I've been bringing these guys to Michigan for so many years now, man. I brought them here. God, it was back when they were just Mantra. It was before the name evolved more to fit more concisely to them and to set them aside from other entities. But that was quite a while ago. Mantra was at the Miss Michigan Metal event with Casket Robbery. There were several shows before that. Oh, I had them at a Maple House party a
oh wow.
long time ago, man. Like that's how long I've been
You
kicking
guys
it with
go a ways
Mantra
back then.
more.
Okay, I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it. But visually, assuming the scaffolding can be erected and everything, fam, go see Mantra of Morta live. They're incredible. Now, going on between Mantra of Morta and the headliner, you've got Two Kings Glass coming back to do a thing, and that was a trip at Michigan Metal Fest because I saw them on the lineup, and it's funny their merch person. I ran into her at a festival the week prior, and we were talking and stuff. She was going to walk into the campground at this festival all by herself, and I'm like, I went into dad mode right away. I'm like, hey, lady, what are you doing? I'm like, ma'am, would you? I'm like, I don't want to come off as sexist or anything, but would you be okay if I made sure you got to your campsite safely? She was like, oh my God, yes. Thank you. So we ended up hanging out that night because, again, I wouldn't have felt right letting this gal wander around a rock festival campground by herself. Anyway, she's like, oh, yeah, I'm doing merch for Two Kings Glass. And I'm like, oh, cool. Two Kings Glass. That must be a band. Imagine my surprise when I go to Michigan Metal Fest and Two Kings Glass comes on. They're dressed like Vikings and there's flame and they're literally blowing glass. I'm like, wow, I was today years old when I learned this. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So how did you hook up with this outfit, and give me the backstory here?
They found us.
Yeah, they reached out to us. This is Justin and Tabby Fike, great people, and Cole. Got a shout out to Cole as well. Their whole camp is amazing, just wonderful people. They've been doing glass for a long time. He used to work for High Times magazine, and they went on tour with several bands, and they put on an act in front of people, but it was not as evolved, and they hadn't put together quite as much. But they toured around with Hell Yeah for a while. There was a couple other bands they were with. Good friends with the guys in Mudvayne and stuff too. And they knew Vinny. They were close with Vinny. So he reached out to me and just was like, hey man, we're kind of wanting to get involved with your festival. We've been looking around and trying to pick something to start our basically career like as a traveling act. They've been doing all this stuff, putting together this stuff and dabbling here and there, but really trying to put something together. And then what happened there was their monitors actually didn't work. So a bunch of their act wasn't actually working at Metal Fest. They had a technical issue with a big chunk of it. So we became almost like best friends with these guys. Between when we first started talking to them almost a year before Metal Fest to the actual Metal Fest, we had grown to know them so well. Such great friends of ours. And then that happened. We felt so bad. Not only did we want them to be able to come back around, which they'll be around for Metal Fest next year, but we wanted them to come back sooner. And we just, like I said, we love those guys so much too that we just wanted it to be kind of a double whammy. So they're coming up. They're going to do a live performance at the Music Factory with flames and music and all kinds of crazy stuff. It'll actually be more intense than what it was at Metal Fest, because they'll be able to get all set up correctly and get everything tested out the way it should be. They had a time issue there, which is understandable at a festival.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
So they're going to do that. They're going to come up with a bunch of custom glass. They're going to have some mugs, some Music Factory mugs like this.
Oh, that's dope. Very cool. Love that.
On the back.
Well, that is just full of vodka. There's so much vodka in this glass. My God, man. Your poor liver.
All the bands on there.
Oh, that's lit, dude. Very cool.
But yeah, so they're going to bring up a bunch of glass pieces of different varieties at the show for sale. They're going to try to work out some other deals with some of the other bands that are there. I'm hoping those bands are cool to work something out with them to at least bring a few pieces up that'll represent each entity,
Yeah.
That's a cool thing to add at an event, to be able to get
very unconventional, very unconventional. And let's talk about your headliner. Now, this band's got a bit of a backstory. Features members of the band, features former members of the band Motigrator, who, if people who have been paying attention, that was the band that Ivan Moody was in before he started punching things with 5 fingers. So CultusBlack, man, this band's been a regular fixture in the Michigan ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely, Terry. They are a regular fixture, and I'll tell you why, because I think you probably have a similar opinion about them. I think those guys are going to get to a large level.
Oh, yeah.
I think that I think they have a better chance than Motigrator did, to be quite honest. The music they're putting together right now is just mind-blowing. It's absolutely top level. All of it. If you go through and listen to their discography that's just on YouTube, every song on there is a certified banger. All the visuals are incredible. These guys are just absolutely awesome, man. And our people ask for them. There's a reason why they're headlining our metal family gathering. And that's because they belong there, and they are one of the bands that people want to see the most come back.
For sure. The hooks. I'm sorry, what's that, Ashley?
They're so family. We back of the house, committee and our camp to their camp. We get pumped for them to come in. It's very much like having casket robbery. They're so nice. And if I can sit down and have a couple bites of a burger with any of them, this just makes my entire night. The show goes off so much better when you just feel that.
I love it. And just coming at it from, I don't break bread with these dudes, but just looking at it from a musical assessor, The hooks are there and that visual presentation is there. That is a band that somebody should really look at signing for real.
Oh, yes, very quickly. And their price to play at a gig is going to change. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there for all you promoters that are watching this. Book them now.
See them at the Metal Family Gathering while it's still only $20.
Yes, these shows are priced to sell, man. It's an incredible show that you're getting for that $20 that night.
The Music Factory is such an intimate venue. You're going to be able to go right up to their merch booth and purchase stuff from them and talk to them and really get to know their music and their vibe.
Wait, you just gave me an idea though. A mooch booth? Mooch booth. We need a mooch booth. Where you just go up and you can mooch things off of.
Yes, there you go. You're gonna be like Wimpy from Popeye. Can you give me merch today for I'll pay you on Tuesday or whatever?
Yeah, we'll have our merch booth, but right next to it, it's a lot smaller. We'll do the mooch.
Perfect.
And if you can't afford the merch booth, you can move next door.
I love it. Beautiful. Well, Steve and Ashley, we're coming up on our curfew here. Zoom is going to kick us off here in just a minute. But guys, for real, MichiganMetalFest.net. That's where you pick up your tickets for Dark Christmas. That's where you get your Metal Family Gathering tickets, and that's where you get your Michigan Metal Fest tickets. And Steve's going to tell me the entire lineup once we're off the air here. So don't make me wait. All right, guys, thank you so much for the time today. And I'll see you at Metal Family Gathering. Mandy, I'll see you at Dark Christmas. And we will see all of you in the pit.
Thank you, sir, very much.
You got it. Later, y'all. Be well.
Take care. See you, man.